Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome to MHF people. Listen, Chelsea absolutely dismantled Everton. Cole Palmer, like how many goals? How many goals and assists this guy can score? But welcome to MHF people. We'll talk about Chelsea smashing Everton. We'll talk about Arsenal, of course. And can they recover Manchester City and the title race? I'll be joined by HUSAM. If you know, you know. He's a little bit running a little bit late, 1 or 2 minutes, and he will be here. Big up everybody that joined us. Hit that like button if you just joined us. You know, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Bro, it's Everton. 6-0, bro. Bro, it's Chelsea. 8's on the table. Bro, it's only Everton. Bro, it's only Cole Palmer. Yes, I know. I've heard it all. But listen, it's not normal that someone scores 4 goals in one game. I don't think it's normal. And against a team like Everton, who are known for their defensive abilities and how they defend, they dismantled them. So no, we shouldn't be sitting here and giving them credit. No, why? It's only Chelsea. Oh my God, don't give Chelsea props because they won against only Everton. Bro, Everton, known for their defensive side of the game. Cole Palmer freaking scored 4 goals. And you got a lot of people are acting on Twitter like this is normal. Like, yeah, we see every day. Do you see your guy Saka score every day? Do you see Salah score 4 goals?
There you are.
Everton or not Everton. And I'm not doing that to say that.
Yes, I have seen Salah score 4 goals. Leave Salah out of this. Keep it about Saka.
Why?
Keep
Yeah,
Salah's
no,
name
no, no.
out
You
your
know what?
dirty mouth.
Hold on. You know
Do
why
not
I'm
mention
responding?
Salah.
Because people are saying it's only Everton. Do you think like every day you wake up and a player scores 4 goals? It doesn't happen often.
No, Haaland's done it. Salah's done it. There's a
It's
select
different
few
between
who've done it.
Cole Palmer playing with Jackson and some bums and Conor Gallagher and Haaland having Kevin De Bruyne feeding him gems. And I'm not saying, don't get my words twisted. I'm not saying Cole Palmer
Say
is better
Palmer's
than this or
better
that.
than Saka. Say it with your chest.
I'm
Go on. Say it with your chest.
not convinced yet.
Go on.
I'm not convinced.
There you are.
Cole Palmer. Okay, let me.
There
يا أخي أنت why didn't you
يا
know?
اخي بالغلط هينا زبطناها كمل.
Cole Palmer is about to have a better season than Bukayo Saka. So this season, he is better than Bukayo Saka. Simple. And he's proven it now every week. It's very simple.
There you are.
It's very simple. Bukayo Saka. Okay, what was Bukayo Saka yesterday? People want to say, and we'll talk about Arsenal. But listen.
Is this out of context more or is this in context more? That's the $1 million
What does
question.
that mean?
You know
Explain.
exactly
Ask questions and I'll answer. Ask straight questions and I'll answer.
Do you think Cole Palmer will be defended like this next season? Be honest.
No.
How will he be defended? Tell the people right now.
Tighter. He's not going to be able to turn. He's not going to be able to face defenders. Bro, Braithwaite or whatever his name is standing flat-footed, legs open in front of him, facing him. Have we ever seen Saka facing a defender like this? Come on. That doesn't happen often.
Carry on. I want you to unpack the context before I
Yes, of course.
Unpack it.
But I can only judge what I see this season. Maybe Cole Palmer will evolve next season. Maybe Cole Palmer will develop his game next season. Maybe. Who says? I'm talking about what I'm seeing this season. And also context. You can have context this, context that. We're talking about this season. Cole Palmer has been stepping up this season for Chelsea. And I'm going to say this. If at the end, Chelsea, and I'm looking at the table at the current moment, Chelsea with 1 win can be 6th. It's very simple, by the way.
Oh yeah, watch out.
Wait.
I can't wait for that conversation.
Actually, they can only be 5th. Sorry, 7th, because Newcastle are 6th. If Chelsea finish 6 or 7, Cole Palmer will be the only. Let me put this in the right way.
Yes, put it in the right way because you have to be very careful what you say. Remember how many Arsenal fans support you. Remember. There you are.
Cole Palmer would have been done his job for Chelsea while Saka has not done his job for Arsenal. If Arsenal don't win the Premier League,
response.
huh?
You know why I think that's a clickbait response? Tell
Yes.
you why.
Yes.
If Bukayo Saka was defended the way Cole Palmer is defended, you're telling me he wouldn't have just as many goals. Think about it
Okay.
logically.
I can counter that with simple. But
Okay,
Bukayo
what's stopping
Saka,
him? Tell me.
hold on. Bukayo
Okay,
Saka
go ahead.
had 200 games plus for Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
So you should develop your game. You should evolve. Cole Palmer would not have had the same amount of goals or assists had he been defended like Saka.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But
Okay.
context as well, just context. Bukayo Saka has had over 200 plus games for Arsenal, and Cole Palmer hasn't. So by
Mm-hmm.
definition, Bukayo Saka should be better than Cole Palmer. Evolved his game.
Have you just
Isn't that
convinced
isn't that
yourself
isn't
that
that
Saka's
context as
better?
well? Isn't that context as well?
Have you just convinced yourself that Saka's better indirectly?
What does that mean?
I feel like you've just indirectly convinced yourself with everything that you've said that Saka's better. Because if I take Cole Palmer and put him in Arsenal right now in the current situation Bukayo Saka's in, and I allow him to have what Bukayo Saka's having right now, I don't think it makes it any better for Arsenal Football Club.
Hold on.
I think if
But
you
that's
put
Cole
Bukayo,
Palmer with
let me
half a
finish.
season
If you
under
put
his
Bukayo
belt.
Saka in Chelsea, he will be Chelsea's best forward immediately.
No, because he will be defending like Bukayo Saka at Arsenal.
Mo, you already know when you watch
No,
Arsenal,
you're
Saka
wrong.
have
You're
four or
wrong.
five players on him.
You're wrong. Not 4 or 5 players. You're wrong. I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. Because you have to. Okay, let me tell you something. Do we judge Mohamed Salah and Saka and Foden, for example? Do we judge Mohamed Salah with other players at the same with the same measuring stick, or we judge Mohamed Salah having 7 seasons under his belt at Liverpool?
Consistency, yes, that's his biggest weapon.
My thing about Saka is that, and I need to unpack this, and it's very clear. Bukayo Saka has been a very, very good player. Who would I take on my team today? I might take Bukayo Saka. But who's having a
Right,
better
but you've
season?
answered the question.
Isma, just let me finish this.
Go ahead.
But who is having a better season at the current moment? It is Cole Palmer.
Based on
Why?
what? Tell me. GA?
Because no GA and
Okay.
helping his team and overall play. Why?
Mm-hmm.
There is context to it. Cole Palmer
Mm-hmm.
is more free on the pitch. Cole Palmer is not marked as much as Bukayo
Mm-hmm.
Saka. Cole Palmer having way more freedom. Cole Palmer doesn't have the pressure that Saka has, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, I'm judging Saka based on the amount
There's a
of
key
years
word
in
you
him.
just said. Very key
Mhm.
word. There's one word you said there that's extremely key.
What is
Pressure.
it?
Pressure.
طيب.
How many players have we seen move to a title challenging or winning situation, or a club that's in the Champions League and crumble under pressure? I can use you so many examples of players who have moved to City or moved to Liverpool or moved to Arsenal recently, or players who have done all that, and still they end up not making it at the biggest stage of them all.
Yeah, but you're assuming. It's
Because let's
always
be honest.
possible,
One
bro.
second, let me speak. What? Let's be honest. The way that Arsenal play football, the way that Arsenal Football Club play football, puts their wingers in a position where they have to be the guy for the team, and they play against slow blocks 99.9999% of the time. This is the thing. So this is
Why
nothing
Osam
against Cole
you never
Palmer.
consider why you never consider experience? Can you add experience to everything?
At the same time, Cole Palmer was the part of the squad that won the treble.
No.
Respectfully, he has
Okay.
experience.
Now you're moving. Yeah, now you're moving like a belly dancer.
يا أخي here, Cole Palmer stats.
Yabni, now you're moving like a belly dancer. My guy HUSAM is saying that Cole Palmer was part of the squad that won the treble.
You know when he made his debut? 2021, 2022. Are you aware of this? Astaghfirullah, of course. Astaghfirullah, may
Ya
Allah
akhi.
forgive us. 2021, he made his debut, though. That doesn't change the fact. Stop acting like we didn't know about Cole Palmer. Like he's like 18. He ain't 18. He's not Alfie Gilchrist. He's been playing football. He's been training with Pep Guardiola. He's been training with Phil Foden. If you ask me who's having a better season, I'd say Cole Palmer's having a better season. That's fine. We can shake hands on that. I think Cole Palmer is having a better season. But the pressure at Chelsea right now is nowhere near the pressure at Arsenal. Arsenal Football Club are required by their fan base and by everyone to win the league or win the Champions League. That's a completely different pressure to let's sign 100 kids and see where it goes. If I put Bukayo Saka in Chelsea right now, he's immediately Chelsea's best forward. But directly. With all the spaces Chelsea have on the counter-attack and the way Poch plays football, come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Cole Palmer last season played 300 minutes in Manchester
Mhm.
City in the Premier League. I'm not going to consider this experience. Bukayo Saka has played over 200 games. I don't know why you're trying to prove that
Yeah, Saka
Saka
has
is a
more
better
experience.
player.
I never denied this.
طيب, but don't you have to judge a player based on their experience?
My brother, experience is one thing and performance is one thing. You say Husam, who's been better this season? I'll give you Palmer has been better this season.
طيب, بس خلاص done.
No. But
I
we
never said other thing. I never said
no.
another
We
thing.
need to contextualize it. Because I feel like if we take Saka under no pressure, with the way Palmer's defended only one-on-one, and I give it to Chelsea, he would cook.
But Cole Palmer doesn't have the experience that Saka has.
Or
That's
the
my
pressure.
point. Okay, pressure is one thing. That's
The
again,
pressure of the entirety of Chelsea,
hold on.
of Arsenal is on Saka's shoulders.
Pressure goes against Saka.
Yes.
Experience goes towards Saka, in favor of Saka. Am I right
Correct.
to say that?
Correct.
So they balance each other or they don't?
No, they don't. No, they
All right.
don't, because experience and pressure is a much bigger thing than experience.
Absolutely not, 100%.
Of
When you
course
have
it is.
experience, you can absolutely When you have experience, when you have experience and you played in a title race before, you have had over 200 games with a club.
Mhm.
This is when your true confidence and like ability and mentality show. Am I wrong? Why? Like, there's a lot of people nowadays questioning Muhammad Salah. A lot of people questioning Muhammad Salah.
No, make that statement again so I can respond to it. What do you mean?
Okay. My point is, when you have a lot of experience, you need to
Mhm.
perform based on that experience, because this is what experience is. Experience gives you the ability to deal with adversity. Experience gives you the ability to deal with pressure. This is why there's experience, to deal with different types of situation. So experience balance pressure. This is it. It depends how much. That's it. I think that's fair. Like, when you are that experienced, you should be able to deal with pressure, because now you have had experience in different situations.
Okay, let me rebuttal and tell you why it's not fair. This is what I'm here to do. I'm here to rebuttal all the nonsense that Footy Judge Mo says. The reason why that's not fair, Mo, you are an Inter Milan fan. How many players have you signed from the Serie A, from lower league club, that have come to Inter Milan and shit the bed?
Tons.
And the reason why is the pressure when you wear the Inter Milan shirt is not the same as wearing the Salernitana shirt or the, Sassuolo shirt, or the, you remember Massimo Maccarone earlier in the day, the striker in this era, the pressure is completely different. When you're playing for Arsenal, you are challenging for a Premier League title.
Yes.
And you're challenging for the Champions League. That is different than 10th place Chelsea, that are looked at as a mid-table side right now.
Never
argued. They
argued.
want their manager sacked and they play with a bunch of kids.
Never argued.
Palmer has having a better season this year. But if you tell me tomorrow you can take one of them, I'm taking Saka. I'm not taking Palmer. I'm taking Saka. And I think Saka is a better player, and he's proven for a longer period of time.
Same.
And I think, and Cole Palmer feels no pressure. He has the whole world in his hands at Chelsea. They have spent 1.5 billion, and the best player is a City Academy player. So he has no pressure on him whatsoever.
Who's the better player? Who's the better player?
Are they expected to make top 4? No. Are they expected to win a trophy? No. Has Pochettino got sacked even though they're in 10th place? No. What's the pressure at Chelsea? There is no pressure. It's not Didier, Drogba, Essien, and Lampard team.
Okay, who's better player? Who's a better player for you?
Better player, Saka.
Okay.
I think the only thing Palmer has over Saka is one thing: passing. I still think Saka's a better finisher. I think Saka's better with his weaker foot. Dribbling their level. I think Saka's more versatile. And I think Saka's more athletic. He's quicker and has More power. Pace and power, Saka.
Okay, let's talk about Chelsea today. Have you watched the
Yes.
game or you didn't?
Oh, I did watch the game, Habibi. I did.
Okay.
Poch out, poch out. Where's? Let me call them out right now. Abdi Has, yalla, poch out. Yalla, poch out in the chat. Poch out. Yasser, poch out. Yalla, all of you spam poch out. 6-0. You used all your finishing cards in one game. You used all your finishing cards in one game. Had you been able to finish properly, like 90% of the games that you lost, you would have been in 5th place right now or 6th place. Poch out, poch out. Imagine watching Chelsea and thinking Poch is the problem. You absolute idiots. Wallahi, Chelsea fans, you need a lesson. Uqsim billah, you need a lesson in actually understanding football, because Chelsea fans, they just don't understand football. They just don't understand football whatsoever. Imagine watching Chelsea. Imagine watching Chelsea and thinking the manager is the problem. How idiotic. How idiotic. I can name about 15 games where Chelsea could have won by 3 or 4 goals this season. Bro, every single time they drop points. If you want to say who really is at the problem at Chelsea Football Club, Clown Lake. I refuse to even call them Clear Lake. Clown Lake. Clown Lake. Their ownership group is the biggest reason why they are in this position. Biggest reason. Absolute biggest reason. Let's just go sign the next big thing. But you guys don't want to hear it. You guys don't want to hear the truth. You know why? Because you want the short-term solution. You don't want to talk about the real issue. You don't want to talk about the real problem. You don't want to talk about Todd Bowley, the clown. You don't want to talk about Iqbali, the clown. You don't want to talk about Winstanley Stewart. Why do I, as a Liverpool fan, know all their names, huh? Tell me why I know their names. Because they've all made shit, consistent, crap decisions as people who are owning Chelsea Football Club. Abramovich was ruthless, and he signed world-class players, and he changed the manager once every 2 years. You know that you're currently in 9th, and this is the highest position you've had under the Clown Lake ownership. Are you aware of this? Since Todd Bowley has become Chelsea owner, 9th is the highest position they've been in the league. Was Poch manager for all of them? No. It was Tuchel, then Potter, then Andrew Tate, then Poch. Also Lampard, let's not forget about that. That's crazy. That's crazy. But
What's
you
the
guys,
ceiling for this team next season?
you guys are not ready for the ownership conversation. All you want to do is Poch, 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 Poch. Yeah, I can name you so many games where you could have won the game, but you just didn't take your chances. And today is prime example. There's something more interesting, Mo.
Mm-hmm.
Enzo Fernandez didn't play today, and Chelsea look a lot better.
No, you aren't gonna come here with this.
Yes, I am. So you can be Saka Palmer. I'm gonna ask you that question.
Oh my
Why
God!
does Chelsea look better without Enzo Fernandez?
No! Look at
Yes, yes,
this.
yes,
Oh.
yes, yes. No agenda. This is their biggest win of the whole year. Enzo's on the bench. Explain it to me. No agenda. Just explain it. Explain it.
I don't know, but I have to tell you one thing.
Go full screen. I'm gonna go fill up my water. Tell. I want to hear your answer. Say it. Don't smile and all this. Say it to the people right now.
Enzo Fernandez is too slow to play in this Chelsea team. He's too slow going forward. He's too slow defending. He's not. He might be okay passing the ball, making some diagonal passes, doing this and that. But I swear to God, you Chelsea fans, he's too slow. Defensively, he cannot recover on the transition. Offensively, he can't drive with the ball that quick. Maybe on ability, he looks good. But yeah, like what I mean, ability is like he has one aspect of his game that he's good at, which is sometimes, and he's not even a genius at it. And I'm sorry to say this. Wallahi, you guys think I have an agenda. When I first like watched Enzo Fernandez, I thought, well, this guy is too slow to play a defensive midfielder, and he's too slow to drive with the ball, and he's too slow to play as a 10 as well. Like he does, I don't think Enzo Fernandez is similar to the likes of Odegaard or similar to the likes of Madison in zones. Inzonzi. It's crazy. Inzonzi. My point is, there are some players that are geniuses. Let's start with the first genius in the league now, right? It's Kevin De Bruyne. Genius in passing. So I really want to unpack this with Hussam here because I think I'm onto something. Okay, I'm onto something here. I'm onto something. Listen, there is almost 300 people here, guys. And by the way, I see all your super chats. Get them in. We're gonna have a whole section discussing all your opinions. Each and every single opinion that is being sent is gonna get its time and it's gonna be discussed. Before we go on to Arsenal and talk about the capitulation that happened yesterday, because we actually didn't give them enough airtime yesterday. Enzo Fernandez needs to have aspect that he's genius at, and I'm gonna give you or very good elite. I'm gonna give you as a number 10. Let's start with the best 10. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne is elite in passing, delivery, and he can run with the ball. James Madison, creative under the 10 tight spaces. Odegaard, creative in tight spaces and also can play the killer pass.
Your voice went. You just muted yourself.
Odegaard, for example, can play a great pass. You know what I mean? Okay, let's talk other number 10s, right? And also there are the eights that can drive with the ball sometimes. The eights that have a fantastic shot in them. For example, Alexis McAllister has a great shot. Also, Alexis McAllister can dictate the game from deep like Trent. That means he can dictate the tempo. Alexis McAllister can knock it around and dictate the tempo of the game, right? There are the other ones, the Declan Rices. Pace, power, number 1 in driving with the ball, number 1 in progressive carries in the league, right? There are the other aspects, the Caicedos, the monsters in tackles, you know what I mean? The monsters in interceptions, can read the game, can stop a transition. Right? Great. Enzo isn't quick to play at the DM, has 0 defensive attributes, right? Enzo Fernandez is not a 10 because he doesn't have this technical awareness to be a 10. And you all Chelsea fans complained about this before. You said, he's not a 10. Don't play him as a 10. You cried. And when he played at the DM...
They've been crying all year long anyway.
When he played as a DM, they cried, he's not a DM. He's not a DM. Right? He plays as an 8. To play as an 8 in the Premier League, you need to have ability to carry the ball. Szoboszlai, he's been having a stinker, but we know that Szoboszlai from RB Leipzig.
Bad example.
No, but I mean is that someone like that, right? He's having a stinker. Someone like Declan Rice who can play an 8. Let me just go with the players that have pace and power. Szoboszlai has the pace and power. He's having a stinker right now, right? But if you ask me, a profile fit to the Premier League, a profile fit, you take someone like him. Does that make sense? Even Matthias Nunes at Manchester City, the guy has power. You know what I mean? He's strong. My problem with Enzo Fernandez is that what does he excel at to play in the Premier League? Like, what does he do very well?
One thing I think he excels at.
Excel is a big word, by the way.
Yeah, that's just. I think he only has one thing he excels at.
Okay, what is it?
Press resistance.
I don't think so. Fine. He's too slow.
I think he can keep the ball.
He's weak. This word
press
resistance is ridiculous.
But here's the thing. I think the thing is, the question has to be asked today. Pochettino, I mean, first of all, fully got the tactics correct, 100%. 4-4-2. I think that one suits Chelsea a bit more because what he did, it's actually very smart from Pochettino. But you see, Chelsea fans, bring pen, bring paper. Here, pen and paper, so I can teach you the sport. Because all you guys here is the same shit anyway. You Poch out all this, we get it. But today, what Poch done tactically is as follows. Played Madueke on the right, played Mudryk on the left, and he gave Cole Palmer the freedom. He said, do your own thing. Free roll. Do whatever the hell you want to do. Everything you want to do on the pitch, do it. So he gave him the free roll. So what he's done is, he's essentially played for a 4-4-2, which makes them more solid defensively. Caicedo and Gallagher work. Why? Because Gallagher is the dog that runs, And Caicedo is obviously the better football player, who's a much more better all-round footballer. If you go Enzo and Caicedo with the same formation, they get cooked. They get cooked. So Enzo cannot play with this specific formation right here. Palmer, when you watch the game, the reason why he was very dangerous today, you saw him right wing, you saw him number 10, you saw him in the 8, you saw him on the left. He was everywhere. It's not like he had a specific position. He got the freedom. He got the keys. Do whatever you want. I don't think Enzo works with the way that Chelsea played today. Because had he went Enzo and Caicedo, it would not have worked. And I think Enzo is a defensive liability. I don't care where Potter played him all year long and all this shit. That's just weak rebuttals. I think when it comes to this whole conversation, we have to just be honest about this whole situation and think that the guy has to be in position to basically be either a luxury player or a tempo dictator. Simple. That's the only way he works. Enzo Fernandez could only work for a Pep team, basically, to put it simply. He could only ever work in the Premier League for a Pep team. Pass left, pass right, all that shit, he can do that wonderfully. You know, like basically do the shit that Kovacic is doing. But he cannot do the Rodri role.
Bro, he cannot carry like Kovacic. Kovacic runs with the ball, bro. What are you talking about? He can't.
Now you're doing too much.
No, Inter, you don't see the football. You don't see Enzo running with the ball. He's the slowest guy on Chelsea.
No, I think he's slow with the ball. I agree.
He's very slow. Anyway, let me do the super chat.
I mean, Kovacic is better at carrying than him. That's a crazy statement.
It's actually like very true. Kovacic is known for his carrying since Real Madrid, since Inter time.
I think Kovacic's best attribute is his
carrying
passing.
the ball.
No, passing.
Kovacic since he was at Inter, he's very good in carrying the ball. He's very good at it.
Okay, fair enough.
Red line is Ranga. We all know Liverpool will draw Everton. Typical.
Red line is Ranga, you get me, guys. Liverpool watch-alongs from now to the end of the season are now vibe-alongs because this whole season was pointless. So tune in.
This whole season was pointless. Maybe Mohamed Salah should have left.
No, don't do that again. Every time.
Terence Tips is saying Palmer is special, but the Saka debate is forced. It is forced. Here's what people don't understand. It's actually forced. I think it's fun. Same as I compared Foden to Saka. It's fun. Okay. Stephen Zosu. Big up Husam. Mo. Praying Arsenal downfall. Also, even with Saliba last season, they would have bottled it. People, forget it. It was a 13-point swing for Teta in, Eric Ten Hag out.
This is such rubbish. If Saliba played last season, I think Arsenal would be league champions. It would be league champions. Arsenal would be league champions, bro. They would be. Don't do this. You know, if Saliba played, I think me and you actually agreed on this. I think if Saliba played the games that he missed,
I'm not gonna say they would have won the league, but I don't think they would have capitulated like this.
Yeah, they wouldn't have capitulated. Forget the City game. Forget losing away at the Etihad. That could happen to any team. Our 18-19 team was unstoppable and we lost away at the Etihad. Forget the losing at the Etihad. I'm saying the rest of the games, the Bournemouth, the West Ham, all this, I think they would have kept a clean sheet. They would have defended really well had Saliba been there. Guys, you need to understand, Rob Holding is not even starting for Crystal Palace.
Okay. Ijovi is saying, are you absolutely certain Saka gets marked tighter than Palmer, or this is an assumption? Have you watched all Arsenal and Chelsea games? Yes. Saka, yes. I answered this like about 2 weeks ago. I said, Saka doesn't receive the ball facing defenders. That doesn't happen. Saka has to do something to turn to face a defender. So that doesn't happen. And Palmer have so much space because players and defenders don't mark Palmer man-to-man. Saka barely have space to turn. He's always getting pressed by his back all the time. Every time the ball is passed to him, he doesn't have space to turn.
Next season, this changes.
Watch Palmer next season when people are marking him one-on-one. Watch. It's going to be different. Mo, is this the Palmer versus Saka show? No, my friend, but we have to talk about it because now Palmer...
Talk about it for like 5 minutes, you drama queen. Chelsea forever. You have an Enzo picture. That's why
you guys know that Cole Palmer is third in the Premier League now in GA. Third or fourth, something like this. Elias is saying, I agree a lot with Hussam. I don't agree on this Saka thing. Saka doesn't come close to how Palmer controls the game. Also, Saka doesn't do these numbers. It's not true because Palmer scored a lot of penalties. So penalties are part of
How
the.
many penalties has Palmer actually scored? Does anyone
9.
know the real number?
Yeah, I know the real number.
Tell
I
me the
think
real number.
it's right here about 9. He scored 6. No, he scored 6 before this game. Now 8.
Now
Right.
8. What the hell?
He scored 8 penalties, bro.
I think it's more. Is it not 9?
More. How many? How many guys? People can tell us
Where
easily.
do we check how many penalties?
FP brief. FP ref.
Premier League penalties scored.
Yeah.
hmm Oh, you can actually go to the official Premier League website. Cole
Mhm.
Palmer has scored 9 penalties. I knew it.
9, not 8. 9.
9, yeah.
So
9.
guys, 9 goals are penalties. Penalties are good and everything, but come on, we have to. Dinishan is saying Palmer is carrying Chelsea like Hazard did. Okay, the Hazard and Palmer thing started. This is
Oh
crazy,
my
people.
god. You're
Denishan,
so
what are you?
disrespectful to
Denishan,
Eden.
what is this, bro?
So
Eden Hazard
disrespectful.
used to carry Chelsea in tighter races and stuff like this. What is this? Denishan, you dropped the ball here. You flopped. This is a flop. Jurgen Klopp.
Comparing him to Hazard. Crazy.
Elias is saying, funny if we closed Burnley and Sheffield, we're in 6.
Yeah, funny if Sterling, took the 5 chances against Wolves away, you would also be 6th. Funny. Do you want me to go through the list again, or shall I just let it go?
Jackson, let it go. Let it
Mm.
go. Denishan said, what are you eating? That's Snickers.
Protein bar?
That's Snickers, bro.
Wallah, it's a protein bar.
Okay.
Hold
Snickers
that.
protein bar. Okay.
Hold
I
that.
said it. Enzo is not Poch player. Gallagher is. Wow. Finally, Chelsea fans
That
seeing
is
the light.
true. That's not a crazy take. Gallagher presses. Poch likes to press.
Funny if Gerard didn't slip. And by the way, I wanna
That's
end
not
this
a super chat.
for
Why
the
are you
people
reading?
that think I shit on Salah. I'm Salah's biggest defender on YouTube. Husam knows that. Ray, you think I shit on Salah? He's like, Mo, you're Egyptian. How do you shit on Salah? Bro, I'm Salah's biggest defender on YouTube. Bro, I wanted Salah to go to Saudi Arabia for the good of the Egyptian people, for the good of
Here
the
we go
village.
again. Amina, I apologize in advance.
Guys, how many likes are we on? Going on to Arsenal a little bit. And thank you, everybody supported. Wallahi, guys, there's 300 people here, and you guys aren't even. I am definitely Salah's biggest defender. No, you defend Trent, then Salah. I defend Salah, then Trent. No, I don't defend Trent. I defend Salah only in Liverpool. Sorry, I said that wrong. Here's the difference between me and Husam. I don't care about Liverpool, right? I care only about Mohamed Salah as my Egyptian player, my representative in the Premier League, my representative in the international football. Husam cares about Mohamed Salah because he plays for Liverpool. Mohamed Salah leaves tomorrow, Liverpool. He doesn't care about him. That's the difference. That's the difference. Anyway, can we get to 200 likes, people? Please, let's do this. Let's do this. Arsenal. Okay, so I had very interesting conversation today with Rory, Tom, and Nobbins. And the conversation went to a direction that I thought it was absolutely abysmal. And I was going to lose my mind. The conversation went to a level of that Premier League fans, and the guys, if you didn't watch that show, you're going to hear what we said here. Premier League fans have to accept that you just you should aim for the league, but if you don't win it, you just don't win it because Pep Guardiola is there. And I said, if Pep Guardiola stays until 2030, should just Arsenal and Liverpool fans and accept that the league cannot be won. If you win it, it's one off. And just
Who said that? Was it Tom Little?
Tom and Rory. They gave up. They look so deflated. And they asked me, how do you think Arsenal? How do you think someone can be Pep? I said, be better. And they asked me, do you think Arsenal team is better than Man City team this season? I said, yes. Yes, you played better than them. You have better goals. You conceded less.
Mm-hmm.
You won against them. You didn't lose against them, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you're capitulating now, maybe it's a mentality, which is part of a team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Pep Guardiola can be like people can win. This defeatist mentality is unacceptable in football. Should we shut it down? Should we shut
No,
it
I don't
down?
like this. I don't like this. You're right. W-
I
Look, the
went
mentality
crazy,
is wrong.
bro. Wallah, I went crazy when I was like when that happened.
Here's the thing. I just think when it comes to this conversation, Pep Guardiola did not manage Aston Villa and Crystal Palace yesterday. Thank you, Aaron. I just said it. Pep Guardiola did not manage Aston Villa and Crystal Palace yesterday. Pep Guardiola did not manage Man United at Old Trafford. Pep Guardiola did not manage Arsenal at Anfield. Pep Guardiola did not manage Brighton away. Pep didn't manage any of these teams. I just think this is the part where after Tom Little has been waffling for the last 8 months, big up to Rory, I don't know what he's been saying over the last 8 months. People actually wake up, realize where their club is at before Tom will start waffling again from August until March or April till the movie repeats again. We have beaten Manchester City to a league title. Jose Mourinho's Madrid has beaten the greatest Barcelona side to a league title. Antonio Conte beat Pep Guardiola, but it was his first season, so we don't count that. So we have examples. Bayern Munich, winning the league at Bayern Munich means nothing. Winning the league at Bayern Munich means nothing. I'm not even going to go there. So for me, I just think we have seen examples. We have seen examples of managers beating Pep Guardiola to a league title. So what you cannot do is sit up here and waffle and act like it's impossible. This January, had Liverpool signed Ivan Toney, we're sat here league champions. Simply. Had we signed any forward that could put the ball in the back of the net, we're league champions. You know, funnily enough, you know what I said at the end of last summer? I said we should get Sergio Ramos for the experience and just play him like once every 3 games or something and get in a forward like an Ivan Toney or something. Had we just done that, we'd be league champions. So I don't think it's impossible. And also twice when Liverpool lost to City, we lost it by a point. So what they're saying is true. If we lost it by 20 points, yeah, okay, no problem. But we lost it by a point. So yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible. Spurs at home, by the way, quadruple charge season. Had we won that game, we're league champion. So yeah, we're not gonna win the league, guys. It's all over. I think.
Why are we talking about Liverpool?
No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm relating this to City. We're not gonna win the league. I think Arsenal have a bit more hope than Liverpool do. You know, Pep do have more. I mean, Arsenal do have a bit more hope than we do. However, I just think eventually Manchester City are just gonna win all the games. I cannot rely on a team that lost 4-0 to Newcastle.
I wanna talk. Jack. Okay, let me just tell you something. Jack, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Pep Guardiola played Matthias Nunes and Kovacic. Arsenal had Jorginho and Thomas Partey on the bench. Isn't that comparable? Yes, his 300 million pound bench helps. His Jack Grealish helps. His Doku helps. Yes, right? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it does. But also, Arsenal have been trying to build a squad that should be able to compete. I named if Arsenal had started the starting lineup that starts every game, they would have had on the bench, right? Tomiyasu, Thomas Partey, Trossard, Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko. If Arsenal had started the same lineup, put Kai Havertz up top, put Saka and Martinelli, put Jorginho and Rice and Odegaard, you would have 5 players off the bench that are good enough to be a bench players for a top club. That they would be a bench player for a lot of top clubs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even Zinchenko that you guys complain about defensively, Zinchenko offers something going forward. And a lot of Arsenal fans, you are a left defender. Why don't you defend? Yeah, your manager plays him there not to defend. Same as Trent Alexander-Arnold. He had Henderson covering for him because he offers something else. Is
Mm-hmm.
Zinchenko as good as Trent? No, but does he help the system? Yes. You guys complain when Kivior plays. Oh, he gets bypassed against Bayern Munich. He was not good. You
Mm-hmm.
complain when the manager changed. I believe this Arsenal team As of now, you are still 2 points behind Manchester City because you
Yeah.
fucking lost to Aston Villa. It's not because you lost to Man City. Aston Villa, and I said that yesterday, and I said that this morning. Aston Villa literally were absolutely not interested in the game that much in the first half. Arsenal got tons of chances in the first half. The only chance that Aston Villa got, the clear one, is Gabriel whacking the ball in the back of Zinchenko. Otherwise, Aston Villa were not like great in the first half. Arsenal created plenty of chances, tons of chances. Have you won? Have you I want to say this the right way. Would you have won that game? Arsenal will be how many points ahead of Manchester City? 1 point. How many points ahead of Liverpool? 4 points. You would have been favorites to win the league. So don't give me this, oh my God, we capitulation because Man City are good. Bro, win your games, and then if Man City win more than you, fair enough. But nobody put in the right frame of mind that Arsenal would lose at home when you lost to Villa away. Man City did lose to Villa away. But Liverpool fans cannot sit here and blame Man City for winning the league when they fucking lost at Crystal Palace at home. When you created 9,000 clear-cut chances. That's not because Man City are better than you. That's not. That's because you're...
Actually, had we beaten City, we'd be top of the league right now.
Also, and I said this this morning to Tom. I said, Tom, factually speaking and realistically, you should have had a penalty against Man City. So take 2 points of City, add 2 points to Liverpool. Fact, I believe that is a penalty. That's like, don't give me that was not a penalty. 2-1 Liverpool. Liverpool would have been on 73 points. Okay? And Man City at 71 points. Take 2 points.
Take one. You have to minus
take one.
one.
Sorry, take one. 72. 1 point. Liverpool should be... Nobody said in the beginning of the season that Liverpool would be losing at home to Crystal Palace. By the way, no matter how bad Liverpool are, by the way, right? Like that has nothing to do with how good Man City are. Oh my God, but Man City are very good. We cannot compete with Pep. Yeah, even if you can compete with Pep, at least you will beat Crystal Palace at home. That has nothing to do with Pep Guardiola. So factually speaking, Liverpool should be at the current moment 4 points ahead of Man City with 6 games to go.
I think the difference, Mo, the key difference...
I don't hear this, and I'm not hearing this energy. Oh my God, we can't beat Pep.
The key difference, Mo, is the standards that are set at Manchester City. The standards is a key difference. Manchester City would have never been in Liverpool's position where they have the entirety of the bench be youngsters in a Premier League game, as an example. As an example, before you start shouting. So when it comes to the position that Manchester City are in, their standards are so high. And this is what allows them to be in the position that they're in. They have the elitist standards in the Premier League. Their standards are extremely high. If Manchester City don't win the league, it's an investigation at their football club why this didn't happen. If Liverpool or Arsenal didn't win the league, the conversation becomes, did they get top 4? If the answer is yes, we move on to the next season. That's just the reality of the different types of ownership. So I think Manchester City have set a complete different standard. And it's not just a money thing, it's the quality of player. Getting the likes of Kovacic, Matheus Nunes, Jeremy Doku. They're going to sign Paqueta. They're linked with Musiala. Yeah, I need this league, even next season, if they get Lucas Paqueta, you know, he might just...
Didn't you have a better window than Manchester City?
No.
طيب خلاص.
Given the positions, of course not. We sold 7 midfielders, bought 4. Manchester City won a treble, spent 250 million, using your own words. So why you change it now?
Manchester City added some players. The players you added are better players than them on paper.
No, but it's the starting position of it matters.
Yes, it matters.
Where Manchester City was at last summer compared to us is a different thing. Habibi.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. That's I'm talking about player to player.
I have a team that won a treble that spent 250 million. Another team that
I think Szoboszlai on paper is better
with Szoboszlai and McAllister.
Szoboszlai on paper is better than Matheus Nunes. McAllister on paper is better than... Ya akhi, don't... In hindsight now, the way he's playing. But if you ask a lot of people before the season, when you take Szoboszlai or you take Matheus Nunes, a lot of people will take Szoboszlai, ya akhi. The season he had in RB
don't do
Leipzig.
hindsight for the other two.
No, but McAllister or Kovacic?
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Now talk about the other
Gravenberch.
two.
Okay,
Gravenberch.
hold on, wait. Let me finish the next one. Gravenberch coming from Bayern Munich, Ajax
No, I didn't want him.
product.
I didn't want him.
Wait, it doesn't matter. You want him or not. Okay. Gravenberch or Jeremy Doku, who played for Rennes.
I'm choosing Jeremy Doku.
Because now you are.
No. I didn't want Gravenberg. I did not want Gravenberg. A player who is not good enough to start for Bayern Munich is not good enough to beat Manchester City to a league title. Full stop.
Say that again.
A player that's not good enough to start for Bayern Munich is a player that's not good enough to beat
And
Manchester
Jeremy
City. to a
Doku
league
isn't
title.
good to start for anybody. I think you guys
Who?
are being defeatist mentality. Jeremy Doku.
Tell me what's the difference between Doku and Diaz. I dare you. Yalla.
Jeremy Diaz played for Porto, if I'm not mistaken. Was
No.
absolutely a
That's not the
star.
question. Performance-wise this season. Doku Diaz. What's the
This
difference?
is what we need to look at. This is not now. We need to look at completely something different. Look at utilization.
City won a
Players
treble.
output.
spent
يا
double
ابني
what we-
اصبر. Players output. I get what you're saying. I think you're arguing. Your argument is different than my argument.
Yeah, but we were fifth, Mo. They won a treble, spent double what we spent.
And you
That's why
still
they're in
competed
this
with
position.
them. And they look
That's why I'm
worse than
FSDL.
last year. You competed with them.
Last year we competed with them. Last year we were fifth.
This season.
No, this season, yes. By the way, I said the only reason why we haven't won the league is ourselves. I agree with this.
طيب خلص طب you agree. So the whole point is that this defeatist mentality. Okay, back to Arsenal. I don't want to turn this into a Liverpool discussion. I don't want to turn this into only Liverpool discussion. Arsenal,
Yes.
can they recover? Where do they go from here?
Attack wins you games, defense wins you titles. Arsenal has the defense, City has the attack. That's why Arsenal have a bigger chance of winning the league than we do. Very simple. Yes, they can recover. Their only problem, now they are in the position that I was in twice before, which is, let me sit here and rely on Manchester City to drop points. Oh my God, next week, I feel like a Spurs fan. The week after, I feel like a Wolves fan. The week after, I feel like a West Ham fan. That's what's going to happen from now to the end of the season, basically. To summarize. Literally what's going to happen, to summarize, essentially. Essentially, that's what's happening, just so you know. From now to the end of the season.
Do you believe City will drop points, to be honest? Because this morning, Nobbins was so adamant that it's very possible that they drop points.
To who? Other than Spurs.
To
be honest.
Spurs. They said, let me check the schedule. They
Stop
said,
there. Don't fight yourself.
Brighton away. They said Brighton away is tough. They said Fulham away is tough.
Brighton couldn't beat Burnley, FYI.
Yeah. I'm seeing now. No, they don't play Chelsea.
Yalla. Smile as you say it. Smile as you say it. So
I don't see them dropping any points from now on.
Yeah, there you are. We have to rely on the team that lost 4-0 to Newcastle away. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Me, I'm out. There's no league title we're winning.
طب خلص, so should we just shut it down يعني? So because next season they said he's in for a 5-peat. طب he's in for a 5-peat. So the only hope for every other fan than Manchester City, with all due respect to Manchester City fans, nothing against you personally, I think it's not good for me as a football fan to have a team winning the league 5 times in a row and 2 triples back to back. That's not good. Tom said it, for the integrity of the sport, they need to vote to kick him out of the league.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Relying on Manchester
City. What do you mean it is what it is, يا أخي?
Yeah, I'm not in this. I'm not the type of person like Tom who will sit up here and say it's all because of Manchester City and all this shit. We could have won the league. We could have won the league multiple times. We just listen, when Jurgen Klopp leaves, I'm gonna do a video unpacking the Klopp era fully. But we made many mistakes along the way. From 1920 till today, there's a reason why Liverpool Football Club cannot win a league title. Liverpool Football Club cannot win a league title.
Type.
Very, very.
What about the last thing, because I think
from Arsenal's perspective, though, they are defensively very sound. Yeah, they conceded twice against Aston Villa, but they were trying to win the game and shit like that. But with Arsenal, the reason why they have more hope than us is they have a defense sorted. For me, I have a forward line.
Did you see how they defended the last game?
No, that's an anomaly. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the other 20 games that they defended well. If this happens again next week, then we can have that conversation more.
Do you know who
but
they
right
played?
now, they are the best defense in the league for a reason. Also, by the way, City is conceding in every game, bro. They're conceding. They conceded to Luton at home last
Do
week.
you know who they play next game?
Who?
Wolves away.
No, first they play Chelsea in FA Cup semi. No.
Who? Yeah, I'm talking about Arsenal. They play Wolves away next Saturday,
Oh,
right after Bayern.
they could possibly deal with that. To be honest with you, who do
And
Manchester
then,
City play? Let me check.
and
This.
then they play away. And then they play at home to Chelsea on Tuesday on the Premier League.
Manchester City have FA Cup, and then on Thursday they play Brighton away. That's it.
Lovely.
Yeah, lovely.
By that time, Manchester City will be 5 points or 4 points ahead of everyone. No,
Yeah.
no, because Arsenal will play 2 games before Man City play the next game in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
That's pressure on City. And we
Oh.
know City deal with pressure very easy.
I'm so glad you said that because I was about to fight you. Had you made one of the crazy
It's
statements?
very easy.
I was about to
It's
fight
very
you when you
easy.
said that.
No pressure. What pressure?
Mm.
We're chasing Liverpool with 5 points ahead of us. Who cares? We'll win our games.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's
Mm.
crazy.
Crazy.
Oh my God, like Arsenal playing Wolves, bro.
Are Manchester City gonna deal with the pressure? We have zero evidence to support they can deal with pressure. I
Guys,
have
Wolves
no
haven't won a game in like 6 games, by the way.
Yeah.
So Arsenal will most likely
Yeah,
win
let
that
me
game.
assume for the sake of argument,
Right,
City and
yeah.
Arsenal are both gonna drop points. There is no guarantee that Liverpool don't drop points. And if we look at it from
No,
Arsenal's perspective,
I'm watching you now. You'll definitely drop points more than them, by the way.
yeah, we
They
are
drop
gonna drop
2,
points.
you drop 4. If they drop 4,
Yeah.
you drop 6.
Yeah, we're
I
dropping
believe
points.
it now. Khalas. I just
Yeah, see? So Husam was
it's
right
right
all
there.
along.
You
It
know
was
what I
you
mean?
doing
It's
narratives,
right in
and you
front
are
of
the
my eyes.
favorites and all this.
Yeah,
I
you
told you all
weren't losing games. It's
Habibi,
freaking Atalanta game. You freaking capitulated.
you're not looking at the big picture, Mo. This is your problem, as per usual. Now, with Arsenal, they
Yes,
kind
go
of
ahead.
have the same problem. Even if City drop points, do they beat Man United away? Do they beat Spurs away? $1 million question in the run in. This is their issue,
أقول
you
لك
know.
على
So
حاجة. Just let me tell you
yes,
something. Spurs will like do this when they play Man City. It'll be at the end of the season. They will
yeah,
like, yeah, it's okay.
yeah,
You can slap me here. It's fine.
yes.
They're gonna do this, bro, just to prevent
And when they
Arsenal
play
from winning the
Arsenal,
league.
they play up their skin.
Like
They'll
you
play
guys,
150% versus Arsenal, but 50% versus City.
Man City will win the league at Spurs. Will actually win the league that day at Spurs at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
You think it will go to the last game? I don't think it will go
The
to
last
the
2
last.
games they have West Ham after this.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, possibly. I think they'll win the league that
Game
game.
week 37. This
Yeah,
is
they'll
where they win the league. This
I
is
agree
what
with
this is gonna be crazy, bro. This is gonna
Yeah.
be. This is not gonna be. And then they're gonna say it's a title race and this and that. Hassan, W is for my guy, Wallah. Hassan, thank you so much. W is Hassan. Thank you so much, Hassan, for supporting the channel. Congrats on your new channel, brother. Wish you the
Thank
best of luck and success, my brothers. Thank you, Hassan. Appreciate you so much for your support. Thank you, Habibi. W
Double
is
is
for
in
my
the chat
guys.
for my guy Hassan. I'm about to drop a
W's,
W.
guys.
Double is in the
Yeah.
chat for him. Big up to you, Hassan. We appreciate it, Habibi.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Hassan, for the support. Appreciate it. Vinta Q saying with Guardiola at City, beating them requires a flawless season and luck. Liverpool don't have luck. He said Liverpool lacks luck. Arsenal can, but must retain their squad. No, Arsenal must improve on their squad, ya akhi. No, I actually disagree with you. Arsenal must improve on their squad. They need a striker. They need a backup for Saliba and Gabriel so they can get some rest, right? They
Mhm.
need a left midfielder still because they can't. They're like Smith Rowe once, Havertz once, Rice once. You know what I mean? They can't. They need to have a starting 11 that are very good, and then you move from this. You know what I mean? And then you can move from there. Like, but I believe. I'm not sure if Man City win another triple this season. I think we should just shut down the Premier League.
If they win the treble, then it's a bad look on everyone.
On everyone in the world, by the way.
Yeah.
In on Real Madrid, on Barcelona, on Bayern Munich, on Inter, on Juventus, on AC Milan, everyone, Liverpool. This
Mhm.
is like, it's just bad. It's bad. You know, I can't comprehend the team winning back-to-back triple. When Real Madrid won back-to-back Champions Leagues, I felt bad. I felt bad as a football fan. Just banned.
Mhm.
I think he should be banned. Pep Guardiola. I think he should just be banned. Anyway, listen, people.
We
Hussam is
keep
gonna go
going.
do the.
Told them to
Really?
message me. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they're not
Okay.
there yet.
Guys, maybe if you want to discuss more topics and stuff and more about art, but the problem is, you know what I believe?
What?
I believe the conversations will turn into coping with failures for both Liverpool and Arsenal in the next 3-4 weeks.
100%. But
How
you will
do
never
we
see
how
that
do we
from me,
cope
though.
with failures?
Yeah, you will never say that with me. You will never, ever, ever see that with me. Thank God you will never, ever see that with me. I will never be ever the type of guy that, becomes the type of guy
Bro,
that
to hear it from
explains
Rory is
it.
crazy. To hear it from someone like
So
Rory. Rory, the
if
most
we do
positive
not win the Premier
Arsenal
League this
fan.
season, we have failed. Full stop, period, move on. Done.
Like I
All that
would,
shit.
and Tom and Rory today shocked me. Rory is a very positive Arsenal fan, and for him to say he just accepted it, he looked defeated, bro. Like it's crazy.
Thing is, it's probably the right thing to say in terms of like Manchester City because you are relying on them to drop points, which will not happen.
But you weren't
So
relying on them to drop points before that.
say that again.
You weren't like Liverpool and Arsenal were ahead of Manchester City. They are the ones who did this to themselves. Like I can understand if you lose away to a good team. Like if Liverpool were to drop points against Man United,
So this is where your argument is strong, but it also reinforces my argument at the same time because Manchester City do not make silly mistakes, more.
they
يعني
never
Manchester
be,
City
they
could
never
lose
give
to
you an
Liverpool at
easy thing.
Anfield. No, I'll give you an example. Liverpool, they could lose to Liverpool at Anfield. يعني they could draw with Spurs, their bogey team. يعني they have those 4 or 5 games in a season where they fuck up. But the other 33 games, they're just on it, bro. They're just on it.
Is that because Pep's system is the best system ever in the history of the sport? In
Yeah,
the
but
league.
Arteta does the same shit that Pep does anyway, and it just doesn't work.
No, but Arteta has done it with multiple different players, with different squads, with different teams, against different opponents in the league. Like he has done it. Yes, he gets good players, but he doesn't get like he doesn't go and buy the superstar every summer though. Like okay, so this season, for example, Gundogan left, Kevin De Bruyne injured the majority of the season, Grealish is injured, right? John Stone's injured, Kyle Walker dropping stinkers. He still fucking wins. He wins. He's like
This is your
shuffling
answer
around.
right here. It's City as an institution.
Yeah, I
That
believe so.
reflects what Jack says earlier on, bro. They refuse to accept failure. We accept failure. Full stop. That's why we want to be successful.
Yeah, that's what.
Before I go, let me just address before we wrap up. Let me just address what Nick says. Could 4 in a row become 5 in a row next season? Yes.
Most likely than not, they will. It will. Okay,
Yes.
so Nick,
Because
it's the other
City's
way.
plan is to sign Lucas Paqueta. They're linked to Jamal Musiala. They will probably get another winger in the summer.
They're gonna get Kimmich.
And if they get Kimmich, Habib, what's gonna happen then? Lock it off. I think Manchester City will break the points record next season. No BS. No BS. I fully believe they could genuinely break the whole points record next season. I'm not even lying. I'm actually being that serious.
You know,
If
this question is wrong, Nick. You know why your question is wrong? The question should be is not who can break the 5 in a row next season. It's not the other way around. It's just could 4 in a row become 5? No, it's more likely than not 4 in a row will become 5. This was the chance.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Nice, it's good, Basha. Okay, shut down the stream, guys. He said
End the stream, Dave.
End the stream. Anyway,
End the stream, Dave. End the stream.
Guys,
we're going to be back on MHF inshallah tomorrow at 1 a.m. We're doing a really late stream. Wednesday we're doing 12:30 a.m. as well, so we're doing another late stream. And Thursday, I believe we're going right after the Liverpool Atalanta game, inshallah. So we have daily streams for you guys, just kind of discussing the sport that we love. So I'm gonna see you guys, then, inshallah. So love to all of you guys. I'm gonna be redirecting to Troops TV. You get me? Big up Troops. We're gonna go on Back Again podcast now. Troops thought he was gonna eat apple crumble. You get me? And then his own club crumbled. This is crazy. Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe. Anything else you want to say more before we wrap up?
No.
Khalas. Hit the like button, subscribe, end the stream, Dave. See you guys on the other side.